Hey everybody, ChaosArgate here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Trauma Team. Last time, little Alyssa had actually helped us find the murder weapon, which was surprisingly inside the clock. Even though the FBI really should have looked inside it. Anyways, let's continue with the investigation. Get this
analyzed. I want to know more about this weapon, little guy.
Oh yeah, no problem. It has an X-shaped cross-section, and it's 25 centimeters long.
And Pac-Man is right over here for some reason.
It's thinner at the tip, and it's shaped more like a steak than a knife. This isn't a commercially available weapon.
What makes you say that?
This is just a piece of steel with sharpened edges.
Huh. So the killer made it?
Probably.
It seems that way. It's a poor cutting implement, but it could certainly be used for stabbing.
I see. This could be the weapon then.
I say it is the weapon. Weapon blade. Weapon hilt. Now why is that important? Well, let's go back to this.
The shape on the end of the weapon's hilt appears to match the bruise on Alma's hand.
You know what I just remembered? We still haven't gotten our analysis done on the wine glass shard yet. How long could it take to possibly analyze a wine glass shard?
This bruise could be from Alma pushing her hand against the hilt of the weapon.
Could be? I say it is.
If that's the case, then the person who used this weapon would have to be...
Alma.
Yes. If the weapon is used by thrusting forward while applying pressure with the palm, then the only way Alma could get this bruise is if she was the one wielding the weapon. But what does this mean?
It's troubling, that's for sure. No? 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 Wait, there's something...
Yes, if we put these together, it should be easier to identify the weapon. The victims, Alma and Abigail. They both died from being stabbed in the chest by a weapon with the same shape. Their wounds match the shape of the weapon found inside the clock. The two of them were killed with the same weapon, this handmade steak.
Okay, so... Wait, what happened to the card we just got?
Abigail was killed by the stab wound in her chest. The shape of her stab wound perfectly matches the shape of the weapon found in the clock. The bruise on Alma's palm indicates that she had been using the weapon. If Abigail was murdered by Alma, it would make sense for Abigail to respond to a phone call from her mother. There's also Abigail's final words to consider.
That doesn't sound nearly as ghastly when it coming from the TV speakers than my Wiimote.
Huh. Why would she say that?
She didn't know it was Alma? Yes? Oh, now this is red.
Right. The killer was wearing a mask and covered in fur at the time. Even as Abigail lay dying, she had no idea that her killer was her own mother. That's why she called out, to warn her mother away. From the phone call, she would have assumed that her mother, Alma, was somewhere nearby. But if Alma is the murderer, how did she end up killed by the weapon that she had been using?
I call self-defense. Hey, are you finally done with the wine glass?
Dr. Kimishima, the results of our analysis have come in.
You took long enough.
Good. Which analysis was this?
The wine glass. Something else was detected in the residue.
Well, what is it?
We've detected traces of benzodiazepine in the wine.
Benzodiazepine? Isn't that used in sleeping pills and anti-anxiety medication?
That's right. It seems to have been mixed in with the wine.
Little guy, was there any benzodiazepine found in Alma's body?
No, why? The results of the drug test came up with a negative on that.
That's all right. I just wanted to make sure that she wasn't the one taking it.
Okay.
So, who's been taking this? Well, who else was there? At the scene of the crime of Alma's murder. Yeah, Joseph was being fed benzodiazepine. Wait, did we send something into little guy? No? Yes? Maybe? Wait. Okay, you're no use as help. Okay, maybe we exit this.
If we believe that Alma is the one that killed Abigail, then Alma put the sleeping medication into the wine. The one who drank it was...
Joseph.
Yes, her husband Joseph.
What do you mean? Are you saying?
That's right. Alma tried to kill Joseph as well.
Sad as it is.
Dr. Kimishima, isn't that just...
Crazy?
The weapon left a bruise on her palm. That is proof that she used the weapon.
But she was killed by that same weapon.
That's true. Let's stay calm and think this through. We have evidence that there was a struggle between Joseph and Alma, don't we? That is...
the blood on Alma's sleeve. What was I clicking everything else for?
Indeed. The bloodstains are quite likely from when Joseph was injured and grabbed Alma's wrist during the struggle.
Then, did Joseph kill Alma during that fight?
I'm just saying that this is one conjecture we could make.
But there's no motive. The family reportedly got along well.
Little guy, where is Mr. Parker right now?
Huh? He's still being detained.
Good. Tell him something. Tell him we found the weapon Mrs. Parker was using inside the clock.
All right, I'll do that. Where are you going, Dr. Kimishima?
I'm going back to the murder scene. I want to find Alma's motive.
How could little guy tell that Naomi was actually going somewhere? What's going on?
Dr. Kimishima, can I bother you for a moment?
What's the matter?
HQ contacted me just a moment ago. It seems Joseph Parker has a message for you.
You guys are
Victim's
fast.
husband? But why?
I don't know. I'll send the recording over to you right now.
This message is for whoever is investigating my case. I don't know who you are, but I'm impressed by your skills.
Logic.
Go to my house and check above the fireplace. My wife's diary should be behind the stones. You must already know that I can't stand. So that's the only thing I couldn't get rid of. If you read it, you might find out what my wife was truly feeling. Please, make use of that information.
Alright, let's check it out.
Did you get all that, Dr. Kimishima?
I heard every word. I'll have to check above the fireplace.
Oh wow, remind players, just in case we weren't listening.
Fireplace, behind the stones. This must be it.
So what do we got here?
Alma's diary is in here? Here it is. I should take it back to the office and go through it.
I'm not even gonna question how those stones were moved. To the office.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, can you spare a moment?
I do if it's about the case.
Of course it is. Alma Parker's autopsy is about to begin.
You guys haven't started that yet?
Good. I hope they find something.
Yes, and regarding the results from the auto-imaging scan, a tumor has been found in Alma Parker's prefrontal lobe.
Huh?
A tumor?
Yes, it's about 5 centimeters in diameter,
Damn.
and it seems to have been causing CVD.
Cerebral vascular disorder. If that's so, then...
Yes, well, even if she hadn't been killed, she didn't have much time left.
That's not the point. Tumors in the prefrontal lobe cause visual and auditory hallucinations. There's the chance that this may explain her strange behavior.
Wait, so you think this is related to the case?
I found Alma's diary above the Parker's fireplace.
What? Then Joseph was...
He was telling the truth. Reading this may tell us more.
I write this diary giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. My headaches continue today. That bruise seems to have gotten bigger, too. Should I see a doctor?
Probably.
Bruise. What is she referring to?
The one on her palm? It was on her left palm, right?
I can't mess
What?
around anymore. It's time to get serious.
Come on!
That's right. She was still alive when she got that bruise on her hand.
I write this diary giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters.
Are you gonna say that with every
A
entry?
miracle happened today. I can barely believe it. I heard God's voice, beautiful and pure. The bruise on my hand is a sigil passed on to me by God himself.
I see. Well, I'm no theologian, but I doubt this was a revelation from God.
I don't mean to offend anyone, but aren't these so-called messages from God what started religion, like Islam and whatever? I really don't mean to offend anyone. I'm just asking.
What happened to her was caused by, I can't make any more rash decisions.
Auditory hallucinations. Maybe we'll have a double episode
Her
again.
experience was likely caused by the tumor in her prefrontal lobe. She interpreted the whispers of her disease as the voice of the Creator.
I write this diary giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. Today I heard a shocking premonition. We were walking the path against God's divine will. My pain was inflicted on me as a punishment and a warning to me and my family. I cannot let this be. I must save my family.
This is kind of disturbing.
I write this diary.
Enough!
Preparations have been made. I will become the beast of the Lord and lead my loving family. I will sever them from this world and engrave the sigil upon their bodies too. Abby, my little girl, I willingly become the beast so I can save you.
This is disturbing.
Beast of the Lord. That explains the fur.
I learned
Yeah.
a terrible truth today. My little Abby never reached his side. It's my fault. I severed her connection before engraving the sigil.
Why are we listening to her voice?
Ah, my loving daughter. Please forgive your mother for being so foolish. Joseph will be saved. I will engrave his sigil and lead his soul. I'll make sure it won't hurt. Joseph, let us be reunited in his world.
In his world, his
The diary
world.
ends here. Alma died after writing this. The sigil that she says she engraved onto her daughter is...
Okay, this is her left palm, right?
Decisions. I need to
Oh, wait.
think cautiously.
No, it's her right palm.
That's right. Alma thought the black bruise on her hand appeared as a holy sign. That's why she thought she was saving her daughter's soul using the same pattern. She also planned to do the same to her husband. When she said she'd make sure it won't hurt, she meant, I
She's
can't make
gonna
any
drug
more
him.
rash decisions. I need to think cautiously.
What's anti-pyretic?
Indeed. This diary answers a number of the questions we've had regarding this case.
A bunch of disturbing questions, if I do say so myself. Well, no, these are disturbing answers. Hey, do we have all the solid evidence we need? No way! Plot-related level-ups are cool.